I'm Nirvar Khalsa. This is Yoga for Relaxation. Come on, sit down on the floor and let's do some yoga. Come sitting cross-legged and comfortably, up with the chest high and the chin level to the ground, palms together at the heart center. Now eyes are gently closed, focused at the brow point. Let's use our tune-in mantra, Ong Namo, Gurudev Namo. We'll chant this mantra 3 times, taking a deep breath through the nose for each repetition. Now inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. And exhale. Relax the breath and relax the hands. Okay, let's stretch. Stretch both legs out in front of you. Hold on to the left leg, foot close to the chest, shin level to the ground, and now roll the ankle. Breath is normal. This is just easy, gentle warm-up stretching. Other side. Good, now left knee to the right shoulder. Other side. Now butterfly. Keep the soles of the feet together as you lean forward and keep the head up. Now, left leg out in front. Keep this foot square as you hold on to something, shin, ankle, or foot. Now, other side. Good. Now keep this right leg out in front. Place the left foot by the left hip. Keep the top of the foot on the ground as you lean back on the hands. Other side. And switch. Now this time lift the left hip. Keep equal weight on the hands and the shoulders back. Other side. Butterfly. Keep the soles of the feet together and lie down flat on your back. Have the arms by the sides, palms up. Just let gravity pull the knees down. Good, knees up, feet flat. Press the lower back against the carpet. Feet fat? And good. Now left leg over the right, knees down to the left side of the body. And And switch now, right over left, knees to the right. Good, knees up, feet flat, hands in a basket behind the head, lift the head up. Head down, keep the hands behind the head, elbows against the ground, shoulder blades together, chest high. Legs flat. Stretch the arms up overhead and the ground, stretch up, point the toes away from the body. Now knees to the chest, head up, nose between the knees, hands on the shins. Rock a few times on the spine and rock up. Come up on the hands and knees for cow pose. Now cat, arch up. Come out of position, sit cross-legged, hands in a basket. Stretch up, push out, 60 degrees. Straight up. Catch the right hand, lean left and pull left. Other hand, other side. And straighten up, right hand on the left elbow behind the head. Other side. Hands in a basket behind the head, elbows back, chest out. And relax the arms down. Now right hand on the left elbow, stretch the arm across the chest. Other side. And relax the arms down. Now roll the head. Large, slow, smooth circle in one direction. Reverse. Good, bring the head upright. Okay, we'll do lion face. 3, 2, 1, do it. Good. What are these people doing on TV? Okay, today we're going to deal with eliminating exercises, which are called apana. Incoming energy is called prana, and that comes in through food and through the breath particularly. We've done some breathing exercises called pranayams. Now, to be at your energetic best, you need to have balance, and that's what yoga is all about. Yoga is balance, and especially you need to balance your incoming energy and your outgoing energy. It's almost like the physical law, you know, what goes up must come down, you know, what goes in must go out, those kind of maxims. But you need to have this balance, and it's something in Western society that we aren't really very much aware of. A lot of it has to do with, on several levels. First of all, the physical level. You want what you bring into your body to leave the body physically. In other words, what you eat, you eliminate within a certain period of time. And Western scientists call this transit time. On an emotional level, you want to be able to feel what you're going through, to identify your emotions, to use your emotions to help you, to be real about your emotions, and then to let them go through you as well. So, as usual, yoga works on a couple of different levels. Now, when you hold on to something too long, it causes an imbalance in the body and an imbalance in the emotions as well. Let's say you get angry, you don't work it out, you deny it, you're not feeling it, all right? Sometime that anger is going to come out in a way that perhaps is not going to be so pleasant or productive for you, for your friends, or your environments. And the same way with food. If food stays in the body too long, it can make you stiff, it can make you ill over a period of time, but most of all, you just won't have the energy and the potential, your energy potential, by holding on to food for a long period of time. Now, from the Western point of view, transit time from when you eat food to when you eliminate it is, to be normal, it's somewhere within 3 days. I think Western scientists, by and large say that up to a week, if you eat something and then a week later you eliminate it, that's still the boundary. However, there's a lot of new information that the transit time is very important for preventing certain kinds of cancers, especially colonic cancer and rectal cancer, which is, those two cancers are among the top 5 in this country. And from the yogic point of view, transit time is much slower, and a lot of it has to do with how much energy you have. For a man, transit time should be right around 24 hours, and for a woman, about 18 hours. Now, how do you figure this out? Well, you look at a watch, right? You eat something, and then when you eliminate it, and you clock it. And you can eat something identifiable, in case you're wondering about what your transit time is, like beets, because beets go in red and they come out red. And so you can time to see how much, exactly by the watch, if it is 18 hours or 24 hours. Now, what do you do if it's a longer period of time? And sometimes that happens when you're under a lot of stress. And once again, you are a unit being, all right? All these parts of you really make up all part of you. Sometimes when you're emotionally stuck, you're holding on to anger or disappointment or sorrow, those kind of things, your body functions will slow down as well, especially fear. When you're afraid, people tend to tighten up in the diaphragm area, and the eliminations, stops entirely, unless you're really afraid, and then everything lets go, right? The fight or flight syndrome. So it overlaps. So sometimes if you can get the body moving, if you can get your elimination going, it will help you process emotions as well. So the first thing to do is to kind of figure out what your transit time is. The second thing to do is to just make sure you're doing certain things as part of your dietary and exercise program that will enable you to eliminate, that what you bring in, you can let go and let flow. Now, the first thing is exercise. Walking is the best exercise for elimination. We've eliminated walking from our lifestyle over the years, with the advent of the car, the automobile. We seem to drive everywhere and don't walk very much unless it's for recreation. But walking is probably one of the best things in terms of exercise, just generally speaking, for the whole body, but particularly for elimination. Another thing is water. Having enough water, especially if you live in a dry climate or in the wintertime when the humidity goes down, or if you're exercising a lot and perspiring freely at any time during the day, it's good to drink plenty of water. And the general yogic rule of thumb is half your body weight in ounces of water a day. You may want to put a pitcher right on your desk where you're working so that you make sure that you're drinking that much water. Let's say you weigh 100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces of water. Now you may drink water as it is, but you want to drink at least that much of water a day. And once again, there's always biochemical individuality, and I want to emphasize that. What may be good for you is not good for something else. And at different times of life, you've got different kinds of needs as well. So you can take these as rules of thumb and then modify them for your own body type and your own, all levels that you're at. Okay, and the third thing is that watch your diet, what you're eating. You want to eat more natural type foods. There's been lots of research about different kinds of fiber, insoluble fiber and soluble fiber. If you eat a natural foods diet, you tend to get a good balance of the two. And also eat less protein. From the yogic point of view, we eat 2 to 3 times more protein than we need in this country. The yogic formula is about 20 to 30 grams a day of protein. And your body will combine proteins for you. I'm a vegetarian, and before it was thought you had to eat complementary amino acids at every meal, like your beans and your rice together. But if you eat your beans and your rice within a 24-hour period, the body will combine those amino acids to make a complete protein. Now, but too much protein makes you stiff and sick. This is something my teacher has always emphasized. And it doesn't matter if you eat, vegetable source protein. Too much tofu can make you stiff and sick, and definitely too much, meat-type protein can as well. Because what it does, it slows down transit time, right? Now, once again, if you're pregnant, if you're lactating, if you're young, if you're building muscle, if you're growing, these requirements will change according to your individual needs. But generally speaking, especially when you find yourself stuck on some other level and you really want to get things moving, you're stuck in a place, a mental place or an emotional place that you don't like, go into that. Start walking, start drinking water, and lighten up on your diet. Eat more green vegetables. Green foods are great for speeding elimination and helping with assimilation as well. You have more fiber in your diet, a natural foods diet, you eat a little less protein. It will help you move into the next dimension or the next place where you can deal with some of the things that you've been dealing with more successfully. Now, the set of exercises that we're going to do today is for apana, is for eliminating. If you find yourself constipated, this is a great exercise set to do. Matter of fact, there's one exercise set in here that's just faultless. It's almost guaranteed yoga if you're constipated on a regular basis. So, are you ready for this? Good. Okay, we're going to start this exercise series by standing up, first of all, and doing a standing exercise. So, slowly stand up now. Okay, now, this exercise we're going to do is a high stepping exercise. This is going to be, since we can't walk in yoga, we're going to be doing some walking in place. And what we're going to be doing is lifting the knees up high. Inhale the knee up, and exhale, drop the foot down. But a really good high knee lift, and you can just keep your arms hanging by the side. Okay? So let's do that now. Inhale up, exhale down. Begin. You can keep your eyes open for this one. I don't want you to fall over. Keeping your eyes open on this exercise is a good idea too, because if you have your eyes closed, you tend to creep forward a little bit, and pretty soon you'll be bumping into your TV and you'll scare me. Keep lifting the knees up high. I love a parade, don't you? A few more. And inhale both knees up, just joking. People leaping all over America in front of their TV sets. Okay, just rest a moment. Okay, this next exercise that we're going to do is called diaphragm lock. And you know a couple of the locks already. Neck lock, chin level to the ground, eye lock, eyes closed, focused at the brow point. And root lock, which we practice during exercises and with Sat Kriya, squeezing the rectum, sex organs, and pulling the navel point in. Well, this is the fourth lock, and it's called diaphragm lock. What you do is you pull the diaphragm up and in. You make this whole area underneath your rib cage concave. You pull it up and in. And I'm going to demonstrate this to you, but I won't be able to talk to you because it's impossible to talk when you're doing diaphragm lock. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale and you're going to exhale and then pull this all up and in, and I'll just show you how this looks. Okay? And then what we're going to do is you're going to hold the breath out and you're rhythmically going to pull and release this diaphragm lock like this. And you're going to do that for as long as you can comfortably hold your breath out. All right? Now, if you've eaten something before a class, you don't want to do this, especially if you've eaten a big meal. This is really best done in the morning. And this is the exercise, the magic exercise for elimination. If you do this 3 to 5 minutes in the morning on an empty stomach, you'll never have a problem with elimination. We're going to do it just for a couple of minutes, though. Now, if at any time you feel kind of weird, spaced out, dizzy during this exercise, then just rest standing up, and we'll and just wait till we go to the next exercise. Okay? So come down in this position that I was, okay, right? With the knees bent, hands on the knees, so you can lift the chest up and free up this diaphragm. Okay, now inhale deeply. Exhale. Hold the breath out, now pump. Pull that diaphragm in and out. Just if the navel point's moving a little bit, that'll help. Some people that have distended diaphragms have a hard time with this. But if you can really pull up and in, that's the best. And when you need to, stop the motion, take another inhale, and then exhale. We'll do 3 or 4 repetitions, 3 or 4 breaths of this. And keep the head up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rise up. Very good. And now come sitting down comfortably. Now, if you got really warm during that exercise, that's quite normal. Matter of fact, if you do it for a longer period of time, you might perspire a little bit. There's a lot of heat in this area at the navel center point that gets released by doing diaphragm lock. Okay, place the hands on the knees now. We'll do that grinding motion that we've done for the lower back, specifically in previous classes. This time, we're doing it for the lower back and for elimination. So go ahead, begin grinding yourself in one direction. So you come forward, lift the chest up, keep the chin level as you roll back, roll out from the hips, and continue rolling in one direction with normal breath. This exercise, a student told me last semester that they learned this years and years ago when they'd taken a class from me, and they showed it to their mother, who was having trouble with constipation. And it works so well that the mother does it every day and has shown all her friends. So you can do this grinding exercise just by itself as well. Just keep going, nice, steady pace in one direction. Okay, good. Reverse. Go the other way. Just go at a nice, steady pace. Oftentimes when we don't have energy, we feel tired or dragged out over a period of time. What we tend to reach for is the things that will energize us, especially artificial stimulants like caffeine. And oftentimes that doesn't do it for you. Especially it can have diminishing returns in the late afternoon. You know, that cup of coffee or cappuccino can actually make you more tired than to really pick you up. And from the yogic point of view, balance is necessary to really release energy. Sometimes you have to be relaxed in order for the natural energies in the body to flow. And when you're holding on, whether it's holding tension in parts of the body, or holding on to emotions, or holding on to food in the body, it really soaks up the energy. It's the flow that really allows you to use your body's energy. So if you find yourself in a period where you're tired quite a bit, then add these eliminating exercises to your routine, and that way you can be more energetic and more in a state of balance. Get relaxed to get energized. Good. Inhale, come upright. And exhale, stretch the legs out wide in front of you. Didn't think we were going to get away without any more of this kind of stretching, did you, this class? Okay, square the shoulders up to the left leg and stretch forward and down over the left leg. Hold the position. Remember to keep this foot at a right angle to the ground. Hold on to something. It can be the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Now inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Do slow, deep breathing. Thirty seconds more. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rise up. Okay, switch sides now. Come over to the right side, stretch forward then down. Hold the position, slow, deep breathing. Help yourself to relax into it. As you feel more comfortable, you can stretch a bit more. Always going forward and then down. "30 seconds more. Inhale. Exhale, rise up. Keep the legs wide in front of you. You can either place the hands on the ground in front of you or the hands on the shins or the feet. Stretch forward, then down. Just take it easy on this one. Slow, deep breathing. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rise up. Carefully bring the legs together and now lie down flat on your back. Have the arms by the sides, palms up, really let the legs relax. If you've been a little stiff because you haven't been doing much stretching since last class, don't worry about it. The more you do of this, the easier it comes. If you have the opportunity to stretch on a daily basis, you'll make a lot of progress. But no matter how flexible you are, you get a lot out of these exercises. So feel good about them. Okay, good. What we're going to do now is a thrusting motion with the legs. So bring both knees up to the chest, but keep the head on the ground and the arms by the sides. If you need to, you can sit on your hands, by the way, with this exercise. You're going to inhale and thrust the left leg out so that it's about 12 inches off the ground, 12 to 18 inches, and then you're going to exhale and switch legs, right? So point the toes away from the body now. Now inhale, left leg out, exhale, switch. Continue. Get the knees close to the chest. Keep the knees close together. You find that the lower back is kind of pulling up off the ground, and go ahead and sit on the hands. We're going to do this 30 seconds more. Use your breath to get through the exercise. Increase the power of the breath if you need to. Very good. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, straighten the legs out and down on the ground. Great. And rest again just for a moment. Remember during these rest periods to really relax fast. Train yourself to relax very completely and very quickly. Good. Now roll over onto the stomach, just flop right over. And you guys switch around, come around so that your heads are up towards this way. Okay, what we're going to do is bow pose. And if we can, we're going to do a rocking bow, which means that once you're in bow pose, you're going to rock like a rocking horse back and forth. Inhale as you rock your chest up off the ground, and exhale as you rock forward. Now, it's very difficult to do, and it's pretty hard work. And so Melinda's just going to hold bow pose, and Teresa is going to rock for as long as she can. Okay, so the chin on the ground and reach back and catch the tops of the feet or the ankles with the hands. Knees can be spread wide apart. Okay, lift the chest up off the ground. Now bow yourself up, push out with the legs, pull in with the arms, keeping the elbows straight. And begin rocking or hold the position with breath of fire. We're only going to do this 45 seconds, so do your best with it. If you're rocking, you inhale as you rock back, exhale as you rock forward. 30 seconds more. "15 seconds, keep up. Good, inhale, arch up. Exhale, down. Very good. Turn the head to the side, have the legs together and the arms by the side, and rest just a moment, normal breath. Okay, push yourself up into baby pose now, up on the knees and heels with the forehead on the ground. If you have a lot of weight around here or your knees aren't so good, then you can rest with your hands like this with the rear end a little bit higher. Otherwise, have the arms by the sides, forehead on the ground. Now what I want you to do is to wag your tail. Now, which means move the hips from side to side in a very slow motion. This is not like a puppy dog wag. This is like a big dragon tail wag. All right, so now with normal breath, begin moving the hips very slowly from side to side. Okay, begin. Stop the motion, inhale. And now exhale, slowly rise up out of position and sit cross-legged. Okay, we're going to finish up with a breathing exercise. And this is called Sitali pranayama, or I call it chill-out breath. What it does is it will detoxify the body and helps with elimination. The pranic energy is in the upper part of the body, the incoming energy. The eliminating energy is in the lower part of the body, navel point and down. And this will stimulate eliminating energy, help to detoxify the body and cool the body down. In India, this is often used to reduce heat in the body, as in fevers. It's also good if you're a very hot person. You've got a hair trigger temper, you get a lot of sore throats, you find yourself jumpy and irritable, and especially if you have a lot of displaced anger. What I mean by displaced anger, let's say you're driving on the highway, someone cuts you off, and you grab that steering wheel tight and say, "Son of a gun, will pay." And you dedicate the next 10 minutes of your life to cutting them off in traffic, all right? Now, being cut off is no big deal, all right? But somehow you've been angry about something else, and you're directing all that anger, you're displacing it towards that unknown person and putting yourself in jeopardy and everybody else on the highway. And so if you need to chill out, to cool out, if this is the way you operate on a regular basis, then this breathing is very good for you. Now, this is our first mouth breath. We've been breathing through the nose because of the nerve channels in the nose that are stimulated, that run on either side of the spine and affect brain hemisphere activity. Right nostril affects the left brain hemisphere, left nostril will affect the right brain hemisphere. But this is a mouth-nose combination breath, and it uses the tongue as well. What you're going to do is you're going to inhale through the mouth through a tube tongue, and then you're going to exhale slowly through the nose. So it looks like this. Okay? Not the most exciting thing to watch, more fun to do. But you roll your tongue into a tube like a straw. Now, genetically, some of you may not be able to do that, so what I want you to do is kind of point your tongue and then breathe over the top of your tongue. But you actually want the air to rush through the tube of the tongue and then fill up your lungs. If the tongue tastes a little bit bitter, actually that's a good sign. The way this exercise is timed is you can do it by repetitions. We're going to do it for a few minutes. But really the best way to do it is to do it, work it up so that you can do about 26 of these, which should take you, somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes to do 26 of these breaths. Or you would do it until your tongue tastes sweet. It means that you're helping with elimination, especially eliminating toxins from the body. Okay, so it's going to be slow, deep breathing, and we're going to try and hit that target rate of 4 to 6 breaths a minute. And I'll guide you through the first few inhales and exhales to make sure that you remember that. And we're going to inhale through the tube tongue, exhale through the nose. Okay, so I have the hands in Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb pressed together at the knees. Sit up tall, chest high, chin level. Have the eyes closed, focused at the brow point. Okay, now inhale through the tube tongue. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the tube tongue. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the tube tongue. Exhale through the nose. Continue. Make the breath very slow, deep, and complete. Make sure you use the diaphragm. Really fill the lungs up completely as you're inhaling through the tongue and the mouth. Exhale the lungs completely as you exhale through the nose. And really consciously allow yourself to cool down and relax as you're doing this. Keep the shoulders relaxed. One minute more. Inhale. And exhale, relax the breath. Slowly and smoothly now come out of position. Straighten out the legs and then lie down flat on your back. Have the arms by the sides, palms up. Eyes are gently closed, breath is soft and normal. Let's use our tension and release method of relaxation. Once again, I'll guide you through it. We'll start with the feet and work our way all the way up to the head. First of all, stretch the toes away from the body. Point the toes. And now release. Now pull the toes back towards the head. And release. Now press the backs of the knees against the carpet, tighten the thighs, and release. Now tighten the muscles in the buttocks, lift yourself up a bit, release. Now flatten the lower back against the carpet, tighten the stomach muscles, the abdominal muscles, and release. Make tight fists out of the hands. Release. Now bring the fingertips up on the shoulders. Make a bicep muscle. And release. Arms down. Shrug the shoulders forward across the chest. And release. Now pinch the shoulders back behind the back. And release. Now shrug the shoulders up to the ears. And release. Settle those shoulders in now. Keeping the head on the ground, bring the chin in down towards the collarbone. And release. Keeping the chin on the ground, lift the head up and back. Keeping the head on the ground, lift that chin all the way up, stretch out the throat. And release. Now turn the head from side to side as though you're trying to find a comfortable spot for your head. And now find that spot. Now make a tight, angry face. Really scrunch up the whole face, the eyes, the forehead, the mouth. And now release. Relax the face. Now take a slow, deep inhale. And exhale. Relax the breath. Relax this body. Allow yourself to totally and completely relax. yourselves back. Feel the body. Roll the hands and roll the feet. Now stretch the arms up overhead. Big stretch up. And then twist the body from side to side. Bend one knee, twist the torso over the straight leg. And now the other side. Now rub the hands together, rub the soles of the feet together vigorously. Draw the knees up to the chest, rock a few times on the spine, and rock yourself up. Very good. Sitting cross-legged, sit tall with the palms together at the heart center. Eyes closed, focused at the brow point. Let's share some of this energy by singing someone the sunshine song. Inhale deeply. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. Inhale, bend forward from the waist, hands on the ground, forehead to the ground or close to it. Exhale, come up, relax your hands. Very good. Now, in conclusion, your body is your best friend. Your emotions are the key to your self-discovery. If you ever find yourself stuck with food in the body, stuck in mental pain, stuck in some kind of emotional trauma, really key in on the body. Do some of these eliminating exercises, do some walking, put some more water and natural foods in your diet, lighten up on protein so that you can be in balance and your energetic best. Okay, thanks for coming, and see you next class. Sat Nam.